This is Mike Arrington. I'm here with Ranjit Padmanabhan. Did I butcher it too badly?
No,
okay.
that's perfect.
You're one of the founders and the VP products of Mashlogic, a Bessemer incubated startup, and you're launching some news today. And I want to focus on some of the Twitter integration that you're adding to the product.
Okay.
But can we start with maybe just a few lines, just letting people know what Mashlogic is?
Sure. Mashlogic is essentially in the business of personalizing your web experience. So the idea is to apply semantic technologies to kind of get an understanding of your preferences and show you links on web pages that correspond to your preferences. So the slogan is "Take Back the Web," and we feel that the value of hyperlinks has been diluted by publishers and other sorts of self-interests. And so the goal is for you to actually get the links you want on the pages that you visit.
All right, so let's see how this works with the new. You've added Twitter as sort of one of the, what do you call them, the mashes, or?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of mashes that define different kinds of functional things like music and people and so on. And one that we've just added is Twitter. So in this example, what I'm showing you is that Mashlogic has added a little T next to the word Spy Master on this page.
And this is based on somebody installing Mashlogic on their browser.
Yes. So Mashlogic is a browser add-on available for Firefox and IE. And once you install it and turn on the Twitter Mash, what this does is it detects trending topics on pages. So just like real-time search is an interesting concept these days, what we're trying to do is real-time discovery.
So in this case, Spy Master is currently a trending topic on Twitter.
Yeah.
You've recognized that. You have Mashlogic installed on your computer.
Right.
It puts a little T next to the term automatically, and then what does it pull up?
It pulls up. It starts out by pulling up the most recent tweets for that term, and shows you what are some of the interesting things that people are saying about it. Now, what this also does is opens up a window for you to actually investigate a little bit deeper on Twitter. So, for example, you can actually click on someone's name, and it brings up their profile. And you can keep doing that back and forth. So essentially it gives you the ability to do some reasonably rich navigation within Twitter without moving off the page.
See what's going on with that topic. See other links and that kind of thing. Okay.
With that topic, and you can also browse people as you're doing this.
And what's the other?
The other thing that it does is it actually locates, in addition to the names of to trending topics, it also finds the names of people on web pages. So TechCrunch, as is now getting people's names as
we add their Twitter handle if they like to their comments.
Right. So what we're doing is giving you as a reader the ability to just explore the background of people as you're going through the web pages, and so this shows you a little bit more about Bo Giles and some of his recent tweets.
No, only if it says @username. I mean, Bo Giles or whatever it is. You're not doing a search to try to find it.
No. We're looking for the specific pattern of @ followed by.
But you're seeing more and more of this.
Yes, and it turns out that there's a lot. Lots of people who actually have a lot of information available through
about
their
themselves. Like
through Twitter. Right. So you can actually get a quick snapshot profile of this person, as you do this. One thing that's also worth mentioning, which I haven't shown you yet, is that when we find a topic, we're using a service called What the Trend to actually explain to you what a topic might be about. So you see the word. Like Follow Friday or something like that, and for some people know what that is, but for those who don't, there's a little explanation box that appears at the top of the.
So the idea is you're annotating a web page for a user to bring them interesting information that they want to see. Can you pull down the drop-down menu? I think some users know this already, but you have sort of all kinds of choices on.
Right.
Can you just read some of those? I'm not sure.
So, TechCrunch takes you back to articles on TechCrunch and Crunchbase. Wikipedia gives you definitions. Twitter enables the stuff that I just showed you.
4 that you've chosen, but then there's a bunch you haven't. So
Yeah.
movies, like what is movies? Where's
So
that information?
movies actually finds the names of movies on web pages and shows you a trailer if available.
What underlying database do you use?
We're using a combination of data from IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, to pull movie
And then
information.
your model is that any publisher can create a version of this themselves?
Right.
Or do they have to work with you to create it?
So there's two ways for this. There's a lightweight way in which publishers or bloggers can actually just create their own version of Mashlogic that's programmed to their RSS feeds.
Yeah.
And they just put this as a badge on their blogs, and anyone who subscribes to that Mash feed essentially gets the same information that they would through RSS. But for partners, for select partners who we work closer to generate a more custom branded version of the application.
And we've had a TechCrunch version of this for a few months now, and
Right.
I think we were talking about it earlier. It's sent a fairly significant amount of traffic to us over
Yes.
the last few months.
Yes,
And just, I think a few thousand people have signed up for it or something like that, right? So,
that's right.
and that was, beta, now you're launching.
Now we're launching, and we hope with the addition of IE to our portfolio to attract more partners. Since we support a wider range of browsers.
And what about Chrome and the other browsers?
As they develop their extension architectures, we intend to jump on them as soon as they are.
And then you're also announcing today some new investors. So before
Yes.
it was just Bessemer,
Right.
and you guys, I think, put your own money into it, right? But
Right.
now you're adding, who are you adding?
So we're adding an angel round of 500K, and the notable investors within that are Scott Kernid, founder of About.com, Reid Hoffman, well known in the Valley, Gil Pincina, and Jeff Clavier and his SoftTech fund.
And Reid Hoffman invested, and he said recently that he is no longer doing investments. So how did you talk him into putting money into this?
I'll take a little bit of credit for building the application, but it was our investors at Bessemer who probably convinced him that this was worth a shot.
David Cowan strong-armed him?
Could be. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think David Cowan makes a compelling case for Mashlogic if you talk with him.
You'll say that on video. What do you say off video about David?
No, he's great. There's nothing bad I can say about David. I think he's very involved and really, really gung-ho about the product. So I couldn't ask for anything bad.
Well, he's also giving you free office space, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we live in the same set of suites that Bessemer has, and we've shared the space with notables like Smule and Bill Shrink before that.
Yeah.
So the idea is it gives us a little nest, and at the point that the bird can fly, they'll kick us out.
So 4 employees, you've raised a total of 1.4 million now.
Yeah, so including this round, it's about 1.4 million.
You haven't raised that much money, you haven't burned that much money. Things look good.
Yeah, so far so good. I think since summer 2007, so it's been almost 2 years.
All right, Ranjit. Well, good luck with the launch.
Okay, thanks, Mike.